All right, so we are at the next phase here is with gradients. All right, move the blank layer on top of your background image layer. So in other words, you're going to switch layers, choose a gradient, or make a new gradient and stretch it out on the blank layer. So this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy demonstration since I'm going to be discussing how to use the gradient tool. Okay, so let's get into Photoshop. And the blank layer is right here at the bottom. And we're going to switch them. So I'm going to grab it and move it on top of the background. I'm actually going to title this gradient. And now I'm going to press F because I like that view better. And move this down here. Okay, so I'm ready to make a gradient. The hotkey for the gradient tool is G. So press the letter G, and that's going to take you over here. There are hidden tools inside of the gradient tool, so make sure yours could look like the paint bucket tool. It could look like the 3D material drop tool. You just need to make sure you right click and choose the top one, which is the gradient tool. Notice right when you pick a gradient, you have these options up here at the very top. And I'm just going to quickly show you how to use the gradient with the one that's already made. After that, I'm going to show you how to actually make your own. So using this one that's already made, I'm going to click on one, two, three, four, five options. If you hover your cursor over the option, it'll tell you what it is: linear gradient, radial gradient, angle gradient, reflected gradient, and diamond gradient. You got mode for normal. I just leave that. Opacity 100%, leave that too. Leave these checked as they are and leave that as is. So you can kind of ignore all of this from mode all the way over to the right. You're really concerning yourself with these right here. So first I'm going to show the linear gradient, and I'm just going to take my mouse and stretch it out over, and that does it top to bottom. You can take your mouse and go this way, stretch, and that will cause the gradient to change directions. And I'm just going to go through here and show you these. There's the, what is this? The radial gradient. The gradient radiates from the center. So how far you stretch is how the size of the gradient. So if you want it to go over all of it, just stretch more. This is the angled gradient. I don't use this very often, but I can see how it could be useful for some, depending on what you're working on. The fourth one to me is almost exactly like the first one. I don't really see the difference at all, in fact. And the last one, the diamond gradient, is pretty cool. It's kind of like the radial gradient. So I could definitely see the appeal with this one. Okay, so that's what those do right there. And now let's make our own colors. So what you want to do is skip the drop down. Okay, skip it. Don't hit the drop down arrow, even though it tells us you should. What you want to do is actually click this little box, this rectangular box. Just click it. And you're going to get this palette. It's called the gradient editor. All right. You can scroll through here: greens, oranges, reds, blues, neutrals, pastels, iridescent, cloud, grays, pinks, basics, purples, etc., etc. If you want to, let's say you want to start with the greens, do something like this. That's fine. The way to really do this is to click these squares and choose your own colors, and that way you'll get the exact color that you want. They're called color stops. Okay, so you have to click the colors. You can actually slide these around, and then after you click the color stop, this pops up. All right, and then you can click that and choose the exact color that you want. I'm going to go there. Over here, I'm going to click this, I'm going to click this, and I'm going to go there. And now I'm actually going to move this closer this way. This blends them together. This is like a blending little thing. And I'm going to add a third color stop. But how do I do that? There's only two. Well, anywhere in this blank area, just click. Watch this. Click, and another color stop will come up. Double click. I'm going to go with some kind of a blue-green. That looks nice. Press OK. Push this green this way. Pull more of this blue because I really like it that way. And yeah, there we go. Press OK and see what it looks like. There. Not too bad. So I'm going to go with this, okay, for now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to go this way. Wait, which way am I going? I'm going to go this way. And actually, if you hold down Shift, it'll make a perfect straight ding line. Okay, so basically I've shown you how to make a gradient. The key is to click this box so you can get the gradient editor. I don't think I need to go over this stuff. It's not important right now. Importing gradients. We're not really going to get into importing gradients yet. Or saving your own. You can name your gradient and then save it. Let's see, how would we do that? Import new. Oh, just press new. It's in the gradient editor. Interesting. How about that? I don't know. You just got to experiment, right? Press OK. And let's see if I need to go over anything else in this one. Or make a new gradient and stretch it out. Okay. All right. That is the end of this video.